Že tam si na funde spravil 18 000 za 10 dní v prvých, áno? Dobre som to tam videla.
Zasediem, áno, zasediem.
7 days. Of course.
7 days. Wow.
That's unbelievable.
A ako dlho s nami obchoduješ? Alebo ako dlho obchoduješ tak?
No, v podstate neviem, 2 mesiace, 3.
2-3 months.
Awesome, awesome. And so what is working for you in terms of your trading?
A čo za teba, čo funguje, čo sa týka tvojho tradingu?
Tak určite aj tie stratégie, čo sme sa učili, stratégie Fibonacci a tak potom tie signály, no ako majú veľkú úspešnosť.
Strategies, Fibonacci and signals.
Okay, awesome. And so you have what your strategy is. How many pips are you going for per trade? Talk us through what you're doing in terms of when you're taking trades. How many pips are you going for in terms of profit or percentage?
Zvyčajne koľko pipové profity máš?
V týchto pipoch ja sa ešte moc nevyznám.
I don't understand pips very much.
Okay, so where do you go for? Is it a currency amount that you look to earn per trade?
Takže čo hľadáš? Akože čo tam ide ti o nejakú sumu, ktorú zarábaš každý obchod, alebo chceš zarobiť v danom obchode?
No tak v podstate tá suma, no. Tá suma a to riziko.
Yes, I do profits and risk amount.
Okay, so you have a take profit and amount, and then you have a amount that you're willing to risk per trade in terms of currency, yeah?
Takže máš na mysli nejaký profit, ktorý chceš z toho obchodu spraviť a potom zohľadňuješ sumu, ktorú si tam ochotný strátiť, áno?
Áno, presne tak, áno.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and what's your lot sizes? What's the lot size roughly that you're using per trade? What's the average lot size?
A aké veľké loty používaš priemerne?
No tak ja som tam mal 3-kový lot na tom 100-kovom účte.
Average 3.
3 lots. Okay, awesome. And the size account that you're trading?
A aký veľký účet obchoduješ?
100 000.
100K.
100K. Okay, so your lot size is way smaller than the normal lot size for that size account. But this is just proof of if you keep it simple, you can make consistent profit.
Takže tvoj lot je menší ako ten plný lot. A toto je vlastne dôkaz toho, že keď to človek necháva v tej jednoduchosti, tak môže mať úspech.
Okay, so I want to start this off with, does anyone have questions? How is everyone's trading going right now?
Takže ďakujeme, Igor. A I would like to, rád by som sa opýtal, ako sa vám darí, ako vám ide trading. How are they doing in trading, yes?
Yeah.
Tento týždeň, ako sa vám darí. A môžete sa nám aj pozapínať s kamerkami. Kto teda to tak zohľadní, aby sme sa videli. Nech nerozprávame tu na seba s Rovenom sami. Denisku tu máme. That's Denisa. She joined recently.
Hi, Denisa. Hey, Miriam.
Hello, Rowan. I do have a question actually, because I have started with my education first. As Sandra advised me to start with the Rocket on Elevate platform. So I started to educate myself and I'm almost done with the beginner level and we'll continue with the intermediate. But what's your advice to start with the training itself after what amount of education? What would you advise? Like, how much should I study before I start to trade?
Let me translate.
Yeah, good question.
Takže ja som nedávno začala, Sandra mi odporúčila začať s raketkou v Elevate, Takže som začala a už takmer končím začiatočnícky kurz a chcem sa opýtať, že kedy by si odporučil, aby som začala so skutočným tradingom.
Okay. Okay, so the best way I can put this is, have you started taking any trades yet, or are you just doing the education?
Just education.
Viete? Takže moja otázka je, či si už začala obchodovať, alebo sa len vzdelávaš zatiaľ, a Denny odpovedá, že sa vzdeláva.
So so what I would say to start with is to start with a small account, but I mean a real account. I think from you being on the last call we did, and from the type of person you are, and I can tell you're focused and you're really studying. The best way to learn for you now is to put real money into the market.
Takže tebe by som odporúčal na základe osobnosti, akú z teba vnímam, a ako sa zapájaš. Na tvojom mieste by som začal rovno so živým účtom, so živými peniazmi, lebo je možnosť aj demo účet, hej? Would you suggest demo for just maybe one day or a few hours to press buy and sell?
I don't even think you need to do that. I think if you've watched the beginner basic videos and now you're going through the intermediate, I think you understand that there's a buying and there's a sell button. I don't think you even need to go through the demo process for you personally.
Okay. Tak u Denisky si myslí, že ani netreba si vyskúšať buy, sell a close na demo účte, aj keď teda to sa založí za minútku, hej, takže ale Rowan ti odporúča, že môžeš rovno na živý účet.
And
go ahead.
And then once I have this living account with the real money, I understood that you have these classes to trade something. I saw that there is a trading gold live and trading something else live. So I will just follow these classes and try to copy what is done during those classes, right? Because for myself, I have no idea, like, yes, from the educational videos, you see what are the candles, what is what, how is it named, and what are the trends, and so on. But really, to enter and start a trade, I have no idea where to focus on or how to do it. So I was wondering, should I just follow the classes that are online, and then I will start my first trade according to that?
Yeah, so...
Dneska aj preložiť, prosím ťa.
Takže ja som sa opýtala, že či stačí, keď si založím vlastne ten tradeový účet s reálnymi peniazmi a potom sa vlastne prihlásim na tú online class, ako online trading class, a budem kopírovať v zásade niekoho, kto tú hodinu vedie. Že či vlastne takto môžem začať.
Okay, so this is what I would say to do. So I said to open a real account, and the reason being is because I want you to feel and understand the psychology of trading. You don't understand the psychology until you have real money in the market. Okay, and 95% of trading is psychology. So what you're doing right now is still the 5%. Go ahead, yeah.
Sorry, just one thing, I asked Deniska to translate you.
Že najdôležitejšie je vlastne v tradovaní tá psychológia, že je to 95%, že to štúdium vlastne len tých 5%. Takže ja vlastne sa mne ešte stále chýba tých 95%. To zistím, až keď tam dám vlastne svoje skutočné peniaze.
Okay. And so, yes, come into the live calls and take the trades from the live calls. Okay. So you have to figure out what works best for you. So we have live calls where you're just going in and out of the market quickly, which is David Hunt, and he does them 8:30 your time. And then you have my live call that I do, which is at 2:45 your time, that I start the call. And that's where I'm taking longer term trades, where I get in and then we're in for maybe 15, 20 minutes, half an hour.
Takže ráno mávame 8:30 s Davidom Huntom, to on robí scalping, také rýchle obchodovanie. a to je vlastne zároveň náš mentor tu v iBoome. A po obede s Rovenom 14:45 nášho času a to sú také dlhodobejšie, pokojnejšie obchody. Takže aj si človek vyberie, že aký je jeho štýl a aj sa naučí, obidve vedia skombinovať sa do svojho vlastného štýlu, lebo jeden učí viac o sviečkách, druhý viac o pohyboch.
In my personal opinion, when you're new, it's easier to learn how to do the longer term trades. Okay.
Ja si osobne myslím, že keď si nová, bude jednoduchšie robiť tie dlhodobé, pokojnejšie obchody.
Okay. And so what I'd also do at the same time is also open a demo account.
A zároveň, čo by som spravil, by som si otvoril aj demo účet.
And outside of the live calls that you're taking trades on your live account, get used to applying what you're learning from the basics onto a demo account.
A to, čo sa budeš učiť, teraz nemyslí tie obchody, lebo my zadávame aj obchody zároveň na tých živých obchodných hovoroch, takže svoje vlastné obchody na základe toho všetkého, čo sa učíš, si môžeš zadávať na tom demo účte.
So you're learning the skill, but you're also learning the psychology as well at the same time.
Takže sa učíš tú schopnosť a zároveň naberáš tú správnu psychológiu.
Okay. One of the things that I did, and I still do, which helps me to learn trading faster than most people.
A jednu vec, ktorú som sa naučil a ktorú stále robím, ktorá mi umožňuje napredovať rýchlejšie ako väčšina ľudí, alebo umožňovala,
is that while I'm watching a video, I'll actually pause it and then open the live chart and do what they just told me to do on the live chart, so I've done it and I can actually see how it works.
Že ja si niečo pozerám, oni tam niečo zdieľajú, nejaké informácie, ja si vedľa toho otvorím ďalší počítač a hneď dávam do tradeov to, čo som sa tam naučil. Hneď si to skúšam. That's a good thing to refer to backtesting on TradingView.
Correct.
Tam je možnosť na TradingView, keď si zaplatíš, neviem, či to je nejakých $15 mesačne stojí to TradingView, tak tam je možnosť vlastne backtesting, hej, že ty si pretočíš úplne niekde dozadu do minulosti, zastavíš a tam si môžeš vlastne aplikovať to, čo sa učíš a môžeš predpovedať a pustiť si play a ono sa ti to zahrá dopredu.
Okay. The sooner you start backtesting, but backtest once you have a strategy, once you've learned a strategy from the videos, then start figure out which strategy you like the most, and then start backtesting that strategy.
Pozeraj si to vzdelávanie plus tie živé hovory a začni si všímať, ktorá stratégia ti sedí najviac, čo sa ti v tom momente najviac páči a zajdi si na TradingView a vždy si rob tie backtesty tej stratégie.
I think that at this very moment, the strategy that I will probably use, even though you advised me the longer one, but since I am fully employed still, I'm afraid that not every time I will have so much time, to follow like an hour or 1.5 hours. So maybe the shorter trading strategy at this moment will be better for me. Not sure, I don't know, but this is just what I need to bear in mind as well because of the employment commitments. So
No, of course. And how much time do you have to actually trade then?
Koľko času trading? Danny hovorí, že je zamestnaná a že si myslí, že tie krátkodobejšie strategies, which I would like to say something about it as well.
Yeah.
Že tie krátkodobejšie stratégie, ten scalping by asi teraz sedel viac. A Rowan sa pýta, koľko má času na trading.
It depends day by day because I do have calls with other colleagues or external customers during the days and they are never the same time in the week or in the day. So I have different time frames for trading each day. Yes.
Give me a rough estimate of time between between half an hour to an hour, or give me an idea of.
Okay. So sometimes I can have 2 hours and sometimes just half an hour, depends on
Okay.
the day.
Okay. Do you
Takže
want to translate first?
medzi pol hodinou a 2 hodinami denne.
Okay. So this is why if you're gonna do scalping, you can do it within half an hour, you can do it within an hour and a half, and you can do scalping within 5 minutes. Okay. If you're doing longer term trades, when you find a good trade to take, you can set up the trade and create what is called a buy limit or sell limit. So once it gets to that area, it activates a trade for you. You put a stop loss and a take profit, and then you don't need to be at the computer. You can do whatever else you're doing at the same time.
Čo sa týka tých dlhodobých obchodov, ty si môžeš zanalyzovať trh a vidieť, v ktorých zónach je to dobre vstúpiť do obchodu, spraviť buy alebo sell, a v ktorých zónach by si chcela vystúpiť z obchodu, a nastavíš si to automaticky, volá sa to limitný príkaz, kde vlastne sa to všetko stane bez teba. Keď to tam dojde, ten obchod sa otvorí, a keď dojde do buď profitu alebo straty, ktorú si určíš, tak sa tam zavrie, buď s profitom alebo so stratou.
What TradeBuddy is going to allow you to do, so the good thing is for you is that we now are about to launch TradeBuddy on Monday, which it will allow you to do that, where you just put in the take profit and stop loss, and then you can walk away and leave the trade.
A teraz v pondelok nám prichádza vlastne ten TradeBuddy, a ten ti to presne umožní, že si tam zadáš take profit, stop loss a entry price, a môžeš ísť žiť svoj deň.
Okay. But that's the best way for you to learn. In my opinion, so going back to actually learning the skill, the best way for you to learn is to watch the video. When you see something, apply it straight away onto the chart.
Tak, a fakt najlepšia spôsob, ako sa učiť, podľa mňa, je hneď ako vidíš pozerať videá, hneď ako vidíš nejakú novú informáciu, stratégiu, otvoriť si TradingView a ísť to znovu testovať.
Okay. And then if you want to be even more advanced, and this is for everyone, you come to these calls and you say, this is what I've learned this week. Can I show you, this is what I understand. Is this correct?
A čo by som odporučil všetkým, kto chodia na tieto hovory, že keď sem prídete, môžete povedať, trebárs, toto som sa naučil tento týždeň, alebo toto som zistil tento týždeň, ukážem vám, ako s tým narábam. A môžeme si to prebrať.
Okay. So one of the best ways, you have to get out of your comfort zone. So this is one of the things that G Money and the profit coaches do with their classes where they're teaching.
Takže toto robí G Money a ďalší profit coachi, keď učia.
Is they allow someone or people to come up and actually, they will pick a chart and they will say, okay, they'll pick a random place in the chart, show me your analysis, show me how you would take this trade.
A oni vlastne povedia, oni vyberú nejakého človeka z tej skupiny, ktorá sa tam učí, a zozdieľajú obrazovku s grafom a povedia, ukáž mi, ako by si teraz analyzoval tento trh, ako by si tam zadával obchody.
Okay. That's how I learned faster. The best way for you, for anyone to learn something faster, when it comes to trading, when it comes to skills, or when it comes to leadership, or anything that you want to become good at, is to actually teach it in a way.
A to je ďalšia vec, ktorú som zistil, že najlepší spôsob, ako sa človek učí, je, keď to niekomu vysvetľuje zároveň. Keď sa to učí a to, čo sa naučil, vysvetľuje.
Because once you understand, you're going to have to be accountable to someone else, where you're going to have to show them what you've learned, you focus better and you learn faster.
Lebo keď sa musíš dosť sústrediť na to, aby si to niekomu ešte aj vysvetľoval, tak sa to lepšie zapamätá, rýchlejšie sa to naučí, rýchlejšie sa to príjme.
Okay. That's why I always say, if you're coming on these calls, make it a call for you. You say, I'm going to come on this call. I'm going to get the most out of this call because I'm going to have questions.
Preto hovorím, že keď chodíte na tieto hovory, prídite s tým, že ja sem chodím pre seba. Ja spravím z tejto hodinu maximum pre seba a naučím sa všetko, čo môžem.
Okay. That's the best advice I can give you. I can show you what I understand on the chart and how I see a trade, but until you have done the analysis yourself, and then you're actually talking to other people and sharing, this is what I understand, and you're showing somebody that's more advanced than you, this is what I understand. It's only at that point that you will start to learn the trading faster.
To sú moje najlepšie rady, ale naozaj, keď človek príde pred niekoho, kto je skúsenejší a ukáže mu, vysvetlí mu, čo tam vidí, ako on rozmýšľa, ako on by zadal obchody, tak to je úplne najrýchlejší spôsob, ako sa učiť.
Because you're putting pressure on yourself.
Pretože sa dávate pod tlak.
Okay. One of the things I would say, if you want to be better at trading, put more pressure on yourself to learn faster.
A jednu vec, ak sa chcete naučiť rýchlejšie obchodovať, rýchlejšie obchodovať, dobre, tak dajte na seba trošku tlak.
Give yourself a deadline.
Dajte si nejaký dátum.
Okay. And that's how my mindset is when it comes to trading and learning.
A to je moje rozmýšľanie, moja myseľ, čo sa týka obchodu.
Okay. Even if you don't think you're ready yet, but you know you've done some of the learning, it doesn't matter if you don't think you're ready yet, still do it.
Still do what?
Still put yourself in a position where you're going to show your analysis.
A aj keď si myslíte, že nie ste ešte pripravení, aj tak to spravte. Aj tak prídite s tým, že nám ukážete nejakú svoju analýzu, ako rozmýšľate, čo tam vidíte.
Okay. Awesome. So let's go to anybody else have any questions? I'm going to get the chart up, but I don't want to distract you with the chart because I know some of you will start looking at the chart and want to trade. So I want to make sure I've answered the questions first before I go into the chart.
Takže ideme si otvoriť grafy. Ja som ich nechcela otvoriť skôr, lebo viem, že keď sa začneme rozprávať o grafoch, niektorí z vás začnete tradiť.
Anybody else have any questions?
I'm sitting in the car, so I'm driving the car, so I will not this time.
Okay, this time. Okay, but do you have a question?
Zapájate v aute. Taká škoda.
No dnes to bolo príliš skoro, vieš, keby to bolo hodinku neskôr, tak stíham, ale takto žiaľ Bohu.
Yes, it was too soon today for me. I cannot make it on these times.
Okay, yeah, and that's not a problem. We'll make sure that we give you more notice for next week's one. Okay.
Pustíme sa, že na budúce vám dáme skôr vedieť.
Anybody have any questions about TradeBuddy then? Let me ask you that.
Má tu niekto nejaké otázky o TradeBuddy?
No, everybody understands how it will work.
No, did you see it?
I understand how it works.
Viem, ako to funguje.
Okay, and can you explain one more time the strategy of the TradeBuddy?
The strategy of TradeBuddy, I don't know.
You need to translate, guys.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Takže videl som, ako funguje a no, nič, dobre, nech nám vysvetlí. Okay.
Okay, so TradeBuddy is basically, it has confirmation. So once it has 4 confirmations on the chart, and this is for gold, this is for pound versus yen, and also for USD and CAD. Okay, so
Ten
Okay.
software, alebo teda celá tá trade body funguje tak, že má 4 potvrdenia na grafoch, alebo áno, uvidíte tam 4 potvrdenia na grafoch na 3 páry zatiaľ. Zlato dolár, kanadský dolár a dolár a libra yen.
Okay. So it will look for the confirmations on the chart, and only once it has its 4 confirmations, just like what we're doing here, will it send you a notification and say, take the sell on gold now. Stop loss here, take profit here.
Only when?
Only once the 4 confirmations have happened on the chart, will it actually send you the notification.
A keď sa všetky tieto 4 veci stanú na grafe, tak vám vlastne tá aplikácia pošle správu, že sa dá teraz zadať obchod.
Okay. It will say, put your stop loss here, put your take profit here.
A povie vám to, kedy zadať stop loss a kedy take profit.
Take profit is normally between 20 and 35, sometimes 40 pips on the trade.
Take profit väčšinou bude medzi 20 a 40 pipov na trade.
Stop loss is not more, most of the time is not more than 20 pips.
A stop loss väčšinou nie viac ako 20 pipov.
Okay.
And the entry, the entry of the trade is like exactly the price, or is it like limit from till?
No,
Ja som sa pýtala teda, že či vstup je presná cena, alebo je to, že je to limit od do.
good question. So it won't say necessarily an entry. It will say the confirmations are here for that. It doesn't believe that it will go higher than the stop loss. Let's say for a sell for gold, and it doesn't believe it will go to take profit of, let's say, 30 pips. Let's say prices only, you got the notification, but prices only move 5 pips. By the time you're able to get in front of the chart and place a trade, you can still put your stop loss and take profit at those zones. That makes sense, Alexandra?
Yes, kind of. I will try to translate, and maybe this would be fantastic call at the beginning of next week once Trade Buddy launches.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to know upfront how it will work, but on Monday they will see, and then we can have a explanatory call how to work with it.
Okay.
Takže hovorí takto. Ja by som navrhla, že poďme sa porozprávať o Trade Buddy, keď v pondelok ho spustia, budeme vedieť, ako funguje a dáme si taký vysvetľovací hovor o tom, ako s tým pracovať. Ale teraz hovoril vlastne, že tá Trade Buddy vám povie, že v podstate vy budete vedieť, kde si zadať stop loss, kde si zadať take profit a v momente, keď sa tie 4 kombinácie spustia, tak je možnosť zadať ten obchod. Tak to dáva zmysel.
Okay. Awesome. Any more questions?
Yeah, the last question for me, if I can ask, is the time. What about the time? Yeah, the trade buddy told me, okay, this is our trade, so I have all confirmations. So when can I take the trade? Exactly in the same time, or can I wait for this, or just I place the sell limit, buy limit, or what's needed? So, and I wait.
So yeah, so as Alexandra said, you will find out more about that on Monday, but within 15 minutes of the notification coming through, and it can come through at any time, as long as it's got the confirmations on the chart of that trade is ready. So it could be at 1 p.m. It could come through at 9 p.m. All it's looking for is the specific confirmations on the chart.
Skrátka, keď príde tá notifikácia, tak sa môžu zadávať obchody. Rowan si myslí, že do 15 minút. To všetko uvidíme. Ja už si zvykám nehovoriť veci dopredu. Inak. And I would love not to say things up front. Because then if something is a little bit different, then everybody will be like, you were saying this and that, you know. That's why I'm here a translator though. Okay. Takže Rowan hovorí, že do 15 minút, keď vlastne príde tá notifikácia. Ale ako to presne bude, ja si myslím, že treba počkať už pár dní.
And I'm giving you this, so I understand what you're saying, Alexandra. I'm giving you this information from a place of knowing the people that are using it and them answering that question I've asked.
Ja viem tieto veci, pretože poznám ľudí, ktorí ho používajú a oni mi zodpovedali niektoré otázky, ako zadávajú obchody podľa neho.
But as Alexandra said, you'll find out all of the details on Monday.
Ale ako Alexandra povedala, všetky detaily presne budeme vidieť v pondelok. And there will be some call about it, or
Yes. Yeah. So I believe on Flight School tomorrow, they will announce the call and what time it will be for Monday.
Takže verím, že zajtra na Flight School oznámia hovor, ktorý k TradeBuddy príde, ten lounge hovor, ktorý by mal byť v pondelok.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. So one of the things that has been said multiple times about TradeBuddy, however, and from the results that I'm seeing, is the people that are getting the best results are the people that have more education, when it comes to trading itself.
People that have bigger results have more education.
Yeah, so they have been learning trading. They have an analysis. They understand how the chart, how to analyze a trade.
Tak, najúspešnejší ľudia sú tí, ktorí vedia samozrejme o tom grafe najviac, ktorí sa vzdelávajú a robia si vlastné analýzy.
Let me give you an example.
Dám vám príklad.
Let's say TradeBuddy gives you an alert here.
Dajme tomu, že vám TradeBuddy dá tu na alarm.
Let me do this.
Pošle správu.
Let's say it gives you an alert here for a buy.
Dajme tomu, že príde správa na buy.
Okay. However, you understand how gold moves, and maybe it says, okay, put your take profit at 30 pips.
You know, or according to the
No, so let's say TradeBuddy says, okay, make your stop loss 20 pips and take profit is 30 pips.
Okay.
So something like this.
Tomu TradeBuddy povie, že stop loss si daj na 20 pipov a take profit na 30.
Let's say it says something like this, okay?
Dajme tomu, že takto nejak to
If
bude
you
vyzerať.
understand how price is moving, now if you understand gold, you can say, oh, well, actually, I see how price is moving on the chart. I'm going to maybe take a partial at TradeBuddy's take profit, and I'm going to let another 20% run.
A možno, že si ale keďže viete zanalizovať trh, tak nespravíte take profit tam, kde to je určené. Dajme tomu, že sa vezmete čiastočné profity a zvyšok necháte ísť do ďalšej vašej nejakej zóny rezistencie alebo podľa vašej analýzy.
For example, this is what so I took buys today, and there's a couple of reasons why.
Takže ja som spravil dneska báje a je niekoľko dôvodov prečo.
Let me get rid of this. I'll get rid of all of this so you can see what I look for. Move this over here. Okay, so right. I'll get rid of the cloud so it's easier for it to see. So you guys can see that the trend has been a downtrend.
Takže vidíme, že sme v downtrende, alebo bol downtrend.
Correct?
Áno.
And what you saw was happening is price sold, bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold. Okay.
Takže,
So it was trending down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Smerom dolu.
Now, all you need to do to be able to identify if there's a change of direction is you fib from the previous high to the low, and you watch what happens when it comes back to the golden zone.
How did you start the sentence, please?
So you fib from the previous high to the current low.
To find out what? Did you say something?
To find out if it's going to continue trending down, or if it closes above the 61%, you now know there's a possible change of trend.
OK. Takže vy môžete zistiť, či ten trend pokračuje tak, can you show the lower high, že si spravíte Fibonacci od nižšej výšky po nižšiu nížku. A to, čo vidíte v strede, tá žltá, vy to budete na svojom indikátore mať inak farebné, to si upravil už Roman. Tá žlté okienko, to je tzv. Zlatá zóna. Ak sa cena uzavre nad ňou, čož už sa uzavrela, to vidíme, tak je veľká pravdepodobnosť zmeny trendu.
Okay, does that make sense to everyone?
On a higher time frame, yeah?
Yeah, so this is on the 4-hour.
Na vyššom time. Toto je na 4-hodinovke. Fantastic, yes. That's great. To je super.
Okay. And that's how I'm able to have an understanding of what I should be looking for when I'm going to take a trade. Is I would just fib on the 4-hour time frame. I will look at the daily as well, but the 4-hour when I'm ready to trade.
Takže toto mi dáva pochopenie, čo sa deje na trhu. Zväčša na to používam 4-hodinový graf. Niekedy použijeme denný, ale najmä 4-hodinový.
So this was the first confirmation.
Takže toto bolo prvé potvrdenie.
That price closed above, and then you created a support at the 61%, which would normally be the retracement zone for it to continue to sell.
Že cena sa na 4-hodinovke uzavrela, it closed above the next candle, yes?
Yeah.
Tá ďalšia sviečka sa uzavrela nad zlatou zónou.
Okay, so now if we go to the lower time frames, let's see what is there.
Teraz si pozrieme nižšie timey, aby sme videli, čo tam je.
If you're still not sure if it's going to create if it's going to change the trend, then all you do is you put this trend line and you wait for price to break and close above this trend line.
A keď si ešte stále potrebujete ďalšie potvrdenie, že to ide hore, tak si môžete spraviť takúto trendovú líniu.
But let's see if we can see some more clues.
A keď to prerazí aj tú trendovú líniu, tak vieme, že ideme hore.
Okay. And here is the clue. This candlestick here.
Táto sviečka je vlastne ten kľúč, alebo to vodítko.
Can anyone tell me why this candlestick is the most important?
Vie mi niekto povedať, prečo táto sviečka je najdôležitejšia?
Institution candle without wicks?
Yes, one of the reasons.
Because it broke through the trend line and closed above.
Correct. It broke structure.
Prerazilo to štruktúru. Tú trendovú. Ako prvá sviečka sa uzavrela vlastne nad tou trendovou líniou.
Okay.
Too bad I didn't see it earlier.
But you see, that's why I say about teaching. When you teach, you start to see more when you're teaching it.
To som povedal, pamätáte o učení, že keď začnete učiť, budete vidieť viac a viac.
Okay. You can see that this wick here, and this wick here means that there is strong resistance at this zone here.
Tuna vidíte, že je veľmi silná rezistencia.
Okay. So once this candlestick broke through and broke above and closed above this resistance, that now means that this is support.
A toto znamená že z tejto rezistencie sa stáva support.
And now this is an area that price will use to continue buying.
A toto je zóna, ktorú cena this is zone that the price will use to continue
this is
buying.
for it to continue buying, yeah.
Toto je zóna, ktorú cena použije, aby vlastne pokračovala v tom nákupe.
Okay. So if I do, I'll make this orange. I'll get rid of this. And let's go on the smaller time frames and let's see if we can see more clues and more confirmations.
Takže pôjdeme na menšie grafy, aby sme videli viacej potvrdení.
Okay. So if I show you this now, can you see how important this zone has been for price?
Takže keď vám toto ukážem, vidíte, aká bola táto zóna dôležitá pre cenu?
Okay. When these zones are broken, that means that this is now creating a support and it's going to move really fast towards the next resistance zone.
A keď cena prerazí a uzavrie sa nad takouto dôležitou supportou alebo rezistenciou, tak veľmi rýchlo potom bude chcieť ísť po tú ďalšiu supportu alebo rezistenciu.
Okay. And then if we then look for more confirmation with the cloud, we can now see, if I go to 15-minute, nothing on the 15-minute, 5-minute. Okay. Okay. So on the 5-minute,
Na 5-minútovke
you can see here, if I do this. Okay, yeah, this is just showing that there was a lot of buying pressure. It didn't come back to the 31% because the momentum was with the buyers. It came back to 23%. Okay.
Takže v tomto prípade vidíme, že ten retrace neprišiel ani po 38%, pretože keď je silné momentum, stáva sa, že ten retrace nepríde po tie hlavné zóny.
Okay. But when you see this candlestick here, which I will zoom in on, let me see if it lets me do it. This huge engulfing candlestick from the buyers.
Obrovskú engulfing, obrovskú sviečku.
That's what tells you the buyers are in control. But let's see if we can see something more on the Asian range. Let's see if we have.
Hovorí, že buyeri majú kontrolu na trhu.
Okay.
Keď si zapneme tento indikátor napríklad, Asian range.
Yeah, I like this. Okay. So do you see that price uses, I haven't spoken about the Asian range before with you guys, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So
Ešte som nerozobral Asian range indikátor. Poviem vám.
So a couple of things to understand with the Asian range indicator.
Takže pár vecí, ktoré treba pochopiť ohľadom tohto indikátora.
Price likes to use the high 50% and the low as support and resistance zones.
Cena rada používa ako zóny odrazu alebo zastavenia výšku, stred a nížku predchádzajúcej burzy.
Okay. So if you're looking for, let's say you're looking for, you want to know if you can get into buys.
Napríklad chcete vedieť, či máte zadať buy.
You want price to break out above the Asian range. Let's say for London session. This one is the London session.
A je cena teda, and the price is around the zone, right? Not that we have to wait all day for the price to break.
Correct. So you want price to break above this zone and to create an ETM candle like this.
Takže chcete, ak je tam cena blízko, aby sa najprv prerazila cez vrch toho indikátora a uzavrela sa tam.
And that's where you see price not now bought. If we go back to this one, so this is London session.
Toto je zase londýnska burza.
It's dangerous to take a trade when price is in between London high and 50%.
Je nebezpečné zadávať obchod, keď je cena medzi London High and London 50%.
Yeah, you want price to either be close to the 50% and use it as support to buy to the high, or you want price to break above the high and then use this zone as support, the high as support.
Je to nebezpečné zadávať obchody, keď cena je medzi vrcholom tej burzy a stredom. Je lepšie si počkať, až bude buď na strede, alebo prerazená nad vrchol.
So a couple of things to think about when you're trading is, let's say if you're going to trade London session, you want to look at the Asian range and you want to see, is price above the Asian or is it below the Asian?
Takže keď ideme napríklad obchodovať londýnsku burzu, tak
if it's above, 9 times out of 10 look for buys.
Kde sa cena nachádza v predchádzajúcej burze, čože je azijská pred Londýnom. Ak je cena nad uzatvorením azijskej, 9 z 10 rázov pôjdeme do bájov. Oh, wow.
If it's below, look for sells.
Ak je pod, skôr hľadajte možnosti selu.
Asian is actually the most important time. So the Asian session is the most important time in terms of trading in London and New York.
OK. Azijská burza je najdôležitejšia pre aj Londýn, aj New York.
For example, let's say that price has been selling a lot and let's say price was down here.
Dajme tomu, že cena bola v seloch veľa and it's down here, yes?
It's down here, but it's also above the cloud and above the oracle. You're looking for buys.
Cena veľa predávala a je niekde tu dole, ale zároveň je nad oraklom a nad cloudom, tak vtedy hľadáte len možnosť buyu.
Then just to give you an example, if you're going to take a buy, your take profit should be at the Asian low because it's going to find resistance there. Always happens.
A keď hľadáte úroveň take profit, tak by som ho zadal práve na tej nížke azijskej burzy.
Or if you're looking for sells, you want to see price break below the Asian range, the low of Asian.
Takže alebo keď v tom trhu hľadáte možnosti selu, potom si počkáte na prerazenie
and it will use it as resistance.
A použijete tú nížku azijskej burzy ako zónu rezistencie.
Okay, so you want the body, not the wick of the candlestick to close below the low here, the Asian low.
Aby telo sviečky sa uzavrelo celé telo uzavrelo pod tou nížkou azijskej burzy.
Yes, I'll show you some more examples. Anybody got any questions? Well, I'll get some more examples up, but anybody got any questions?
I have one.
Sure, go for it.
Prelož, prosím ťa, už sme len z posledného.
Áno. Okay. So the Asian high, low, and middle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important not just for the London session, but for New York session.
Correct.
And the same time is the important for NISA, yes? Like stock exchange.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so ja som sa teda pýtal, že či je teda Ázia taká dôležitá aj teda pre Londýn, aj pre New York a zároveň aj pre akciovú burzu. So and why is this Asian session so important? Because till now I think then it's the London session is much more important for New York session as the Asian session. A ja som si doteraz vždy myslela, že vždycky je londýnska burza dôležitejšia pre New York, ale teda Roman hovorí, že nie, tak sa pýtam, že prečo?
Okay, so what G-Money has shared is because Asian session is the start of a new day trading.
Takže Roman hovorí, že pretože azijská burza v podstate štartuje deň.
Okay. With this example, so what you're looking at here, this is actually news. This is manipulation from news, this one.
A teda, že tá veľká sviečka, čo má hore veľké knot, aj hore aj dolu, je teda manipulácia počas správ. Takže...
Okay. But when you look at this, let me see here. You'll see that I won't show you that one then, but this one's easier to, it is kind of easier to see, but let's go through. If you're coming on my call that I do for the New York session, this is what I look for.
A že keď príde Roman na New Yorkskú burzu, tak v podstate, keď sa otvára, tak pozerá sa po tomto.
So this is the trade that we did this was yesterday's trade that we did. So this was news, spiked up and then pushed back down, and it was ranging in this zone, and we took sales around here back to the low, which was the low of Asian session.
Takže Londýn, včera, čo Rova spravil obchod sell, tak v podstate bolo to na tom knote tej zelenej sviečky a odtiaľ spravil sell až v podstate po spodný range Ázie.
Okay. So you can see here at the stock exchange. So stock exchange opens around here.
Takže tam, kde ukazuje teraz, tam zrovna otvorila londýnska burza cenných papierov. To znamená, to v rámci Londýna sa otvára ešte jedna burza pre tých, čo nevedia.
And it bought to here. So I'll put the line here.
A teda dostala sa ten knot v podstate presne na top tej azijskej burzy.
And you see that's the high of the Asian session?
Yes.
Okay.
Takže to je tá výška tej azijského obchodovania.
And then what happened when it broke the low of the Asian session?
No a čo sa stalo, keď prerazila nížku azijského trhu, azijskej burzy, tak v podstate to trestlo dolu.
You see how big this candlestick is? I'll turn it off for a second so you guys can
Vidíte,
see.
aká veľká je tá červená sviečka, ktorá tam ukazuje v podstate dolu? Presne tá.
Okay. That was once it broke the low and had a clear close below the Asian session, but it needed volume to push it down.
Takže ona sa, tá sviečka predtým, tá menšia, jasne prestrelila alebo prerazila líniu azijského low. Následne tá ďalšia sviečka, tá veľká, potom teda ona v podstate potrebovala objem, potrebovala nabrať volatilitu v silu. Vrátila sa kúsok hore, odrazila sa od toho low a v podstate potom to už s tou celou silou, ako mala, tu potlačila smerom dolu. A ja len na jednu vec, že tí, čo včera tradovali, tak presne túto medzi 24 a 26 zadávali buy, pretože mysleli si, že sa to odrazí smerom hore. OK.
Okay. So, Alexandra, you understand, or you a little bit confused?
No.
No? Okay, good.
I understand. Just I really appreciate maybe translating.
Okay.
Oh, my translating is very bad, but if someone else can do it, so I can translate it because I understand what you mean. So if I don't understand some words, I can imagine what do you mean.
Well, which is good. So keep doing it. Okay, awesome. You have to start to be to get good, and then to be a master, you have to keep doing it. Okay, so let me show you this. Show you again what happens with price. So Asian session.
Azijský teda to modré azijský trh.
Look at what price did once it closed above the Asian high.
Keď sa zatvorilo v podstate nad azijským vrcholom, to zelené je teda londýnska burza.
You see it pushed up and bought all the way to this is the London high.
Tak posunulo to všetko dohora smerom k haju Londýna. Samozrejme, but the high of London, we didn't know it before, so
you didn't know before, but it used the Asian high as support to buy.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, just for explaining for the new people.
Yeah.
Takže my sme samozrejme nevedeli, kam to až strelí na tom Londýne. To bolo v podstate tam, teraz vieme, ale nevedeli sme vopred, prečo to až kam to vystrelí. Ale dôležité je tu, že sa to odrazilo od toho high, ktoré sme už poznali na azijskej burze. Tam sa to, keď vidíte, to prerazilo, potom tam chvíľku bolo, potom sa to tam odrazilo tej línie a teda vystrelilo to smerom dohora na nákupy, na longy.
Okay. Does that make sense to everyone?
Dáva to zmysel všetkým, alebo...
Yeah.
Okay, probably yes.
So let me show you what happened next. So this was London high, and then for New York, look what happened here.
Takže pozrite sa, čo teda sa stalo ďalej. Pozriem si teda londýnske high a teda otvoril sa New York a bol tam teda nejaké azijské či londýnske low.
Okay. So I'm going to use, so you can see for New York, once it opened, it broke the high of Asian.
Takže keď sa otvoril New York, prelomilo to azijské high, ktoré sa vytvorilo, to znamená azijskú výšku.
And now used it as a resistance.
A použilo to na miesto supporty, to, čo bolo v Londýne, to na New Yorku spravilo ako rezistenciu.
50% of Asian
50% azijského rangeu
is around here.
Je niekde tu okolo.
And look where price came to and rejected.
A pozri sa, kde cena prišla a kde bola odmietnutá.
I hope you guys are seeing this. So as it came to the high, use it as resistance and then sold down to 50%.
Takže high použil ako rezistenciu a až po nižšie, a to číslo som nezachytila, kto ho vie, tak prosím vás povedzte, lebo neviem, koľko to bolo pipov, ale teda od high po 50% bolo tých niekoľko pipov. Vidím to na mobile, takže sa ospravedlňujem, neviem, koľko to bolo pipov.
And then as this candlestick broke the 50%,
a keď tá červená veľká sviečka, ktorá sa tam teda prerazila tie knoty, prerazila aj tú tú supportu na tých 50%.
It sold down to the low. Look where it found support again.
A teda našla azijskú nížku a tam v podstate si znova spravila support.
You understand how important the Asian session is? Just this bit here. How important this bit is to price.
Takže vidíte, aká dôležitá je azijská burza, teda pre vývoj ceny.
Okay. Anybody got any questions? Anybody confused, stuck?
Nejaké otázky, v prípade nejaké nezrovnalosti, ktoré by niekto chcel dovysvetliť?
Ja by som sa opýtal, tie hranice azijskej burzy, to high a low berie vždy tak, akože, alebo je to iba v tomto prípade?
Okay, so Roman, did you use the high of high middle on the low of Asian session every time, or is this just in this case, in this one case?
No, I use it every time. I look to see if it is price above or below Asian session for when I'm trading at New York.
Takže keď traduje New York, tak určite využíva to každý deň. So maybe question for me is how much percentage is your confirmation that the price will move in this range or in your expectation? Ja som sa teraz pýtala, že aká pravdepodobnosť percentuálna, že cena sa skutočne bude takto v rámci toho Asian rangeu hýbať?
90% accuracy with the Asian range in terms of the high the 50% and the low.
Oh, one more time, please.
Yeah, so I'd say it's 90% accuracy in terms of
Okay.
price using either the high of Asian, the 50%, or the low as an area of resistance or support.
OK, takže 90% pravdepodobnosť, že tieto línie v rámci azijského trhu bude využívať cena ako rezistenciu a support.
Okay. Let's see here. Do you see, I'll show you another example.
Tak ukáže nám ďalší príklad.
But this is why backtesting is so important, because once you backtest enough times and you see it happens over and over and over again, you only have to be right 60% of the time.
Takže Roman hovorí, že preto je také dôležité backtestovanie, pretože toto sa stáva stále do kolečka. Takže je to dôležité, aby si to človek, ako to on hovorí, navnímal a vedel to využiť.
Okay, so this one, Asian high, is here. This one's a bit more of manipulation, but let's use this as another one.
Toto je trošku viacej trh, ktorý bol viacej manipulovaný, ale v podstate OK.
Okay. But for instance, let's look to, let's see here. So you can see that during the New York session,
Takže cez New Yorkskú session
price used the high
cena použila výšku
of New York to
New
then
Yorku.
sell.
New Yorkskú, v podstate tú New Yorkskú výšku tam použila, respektíve použila tú výšku a teda posunula cenu dolu.
If I fib from this high of Asian to the low.
Ak teda použije FIBA od azijské high po low.
And I put a line at 50%.
A 50% si označí.
You see where price sold from the high of Asian to the low and found support at the low. At 50%.
Takže má tu potvrdenie, že skutočne teda cena na tej azijskej výške zakolísala a znova začala v podstate tam predávala, potom vstúpla a začala znova predávať plus minus niekde tam okolo tej azijskej výšky. A tu 50% použila znova ako support, od ktorej sa odrazila hore.
You see once it broke the 50%.
A znova, keď prerazila tých 50%,
that it used it as resistance to then sell to the low.
Použila to ako rezistenciu pre sell a v podstate to prešvihla a teda v podstate až dolu, tam by bol teda ten potenciálny take profit.
This time it broke through the low, but this is an area that you can say, oh, okay, if I'm going to take a trade and a sell, this would be my take profit because that's the Asian low.
Yes.
The place is most likely to get support.
Takže Roman z minulosti, aby bol teda mal safe take profit, keď napríklad ja sa ospravedlňujem, zabudla som meno, kto to bol, kto sa pýtal pre tú novú, takže ak by si nastavil sell a teda trade a odišiel od toho, tak toto by bol jeho určite take profit, pretože do toho take profitu by to prišlo. A samozrejme toto v prípade, keby vidíme, že to išlo nižšie, ale jeho take profit by bol práve na tom azijskom low.
Or another example, let's say you wanted to take sells from the high, the Asian high.
Takže ak by znova zobral sell alebo teda predaj od londýnskeho high.
Let's say you did,
Asian high, yes?
Yeah, the Asian high. Let's say you did a 20 pip stop loss.
Áno, sorry. Azijského, tak by, how much?
Let's say you did a 20 pip stop loss.
A že zadal by si 20 pipový stop loss.
Once price closed above the Asian high. Sorry, closed below the Asian high.
Keby cena sa zatvorila pod azijským high.
Výškou. So you could have a take profit at 50%.
Takže by si dal take profit na 50%.
And then if you're taking, let's say, 2 trades, you could have a second take profit at the Asian low.
Takže keby si zadal 2 trady, čo on bežne robí, tak druhý take profit by si nechal dojsť až na azijské low. Takže by zadal 2 obchody, ktoré by v podstate jeden take profit by zadal na 50% azijského low a druhý by zadal take profit na úplnom low azijského trhu.
I would like to have a question.
Go for it.
This you would do when it's a downtrend, yes?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, because I see it happen in uptrend. It would close below and it was just doing retracement. So maybe
Yeah.
that's to clarify.
So this is okay, good question. So this is an extra confirmation for me. Once I've done my overall analysis on the 4-hour time frame of the direction price is moving in, let's say it's on a downtrend in the 4-hour time frame.
Takže toto by Roman spravil už samozrejme potom, že by si najprv na 4-hodinovom grafe zanalizoval, že momentálne máme downtrend, to znamená, že cena má tendenciu ísť dolu, tak sme v bearish momente. A samozrejme, ak by bol na tej 4 to mal zanalizované, tak potom by už tam hľadal sely, pretože trend is your friend. Takže by hľadal sely a takto by si to teda analyzoval a hľadal vstupy už na potvrdenom downtrende.
Okay. I found my golden zone for my entry. And let's say the 1 hour.
Našiel by si nejakú teda zlatú zónu na svoj vstup.
And now the last, one of the last confirmations for me can be, is it above or below the Asian?
A teda ďalšieho potvrdenie by bolo teda, že či je to nad alebo pod what Asian?
The Asian range.
Takže nad alebo pod Asian rangeom. Ja som myslel, že tam.
Let me give you an example. Let's say it's on a downtrend and then my golden zone is at 50% of the Asian range. That gives me more confirmation to take a sell from this zone.
Takže in the downtrend, yes?
Yes.
OK. Takže keby bol v downtrende...
Sorry, Bibi. I think I understand finally.
OK, you can translate, you can continue with translating. No problem.
Mne sa zdá, že to konečne, lebo ja som stále nechápala ten FIB.
OK.
So you are using Asian range as a candle, basically. Important candle.
Yeah.
And if price closes below 50%.
So the key 3 most important areas for the Asian is the high, 50%, and the low. That's where price finds support and resistance, especially for New York session.
But why the FIB?
So let me explain the FIB. Let's say, let me give you an example. I'll go to the 4-hour. Let's use this example. Let me do this. Let's say we are, let me find an example. That was news, but let me find a better example. Let's say, yeah, what's going on there? Okay, I'll do it this way. I don't know why I didn't do it just then. Okay. Let's see. Let's say here, I'll make this line. Okay. I'll get rid of all of this. And I'll move this line across slightly. Okay. So if we fib from here, to here. That was. So this is the 4-hour time frame. Okay.
You would
Here's-
have been
Yeah. Fibbing
what
from
else?
here to here.
Why?
So prices sold, but hasn't done a 50% golden zone retracement, and it continued to sell.
OK. Takže spravil si FIB od tejto výšky po túto nížku, ktorú ukazoval, pretože v tomto pohybe sa cena ešte neretracovala na 50%. Dúfam, komu to nedáva zmysel, ozvite sa.
And so if I put, which one do I want? Let's say here. In this area, we want to see what happened. Okay, so do you see where the Asian session is?
Vidíme, kde je azijská burza.
Here. This is the Asian range. This one, the blue one.
OK.
Okay.
Modrá.
Now, if I do the high, the low, this is with news, but just to give you an example, and I fib, let me see here, from the high to the low.
Takže máme azijskú burzu, dáme si Fibonacciho od výšky do nížky.
This you go on the other side. Yeah.
From high to low.
Yeah. From the high to the low of the Asian, and this is the 50%.
But why from high to low and not from low to high?
Or anyway, but you just need to find out where the 50% is
OK.
of
OK.
Asian. Yeah.
OK. Tak aby sme zistili, kde je 50%. OK.
Okay. Can you see that this candlestick, let me get rid of the Asian session for a second. You know where the 50% is. This candlestick, it bought all the way to 50% of Asian, slightly pushed up more, and then sold from that zone all the way back down.
A táto sviečka, vidíme, síce to boli správy, ale aj tak išla až po tú zónu vlastne okolo tých 50% a potom dole.
Okay, so that's how I would use it as an extra confirmation.
Aha, takže tak by som to použil ako extra potvrdenie.
I'll see if I can find another example. Let's see if I can find another example. Okay. Yeah, we might get another example here. Let's see. High to low. So this is on the 1 hour.
Toto máme na hodinovke. Fibonacci od výšky k nížke.
This is the golden zone.
Tu máme zlatú zónu.
If I now turn on the Asian.
Keď teraz zapneme azijský.
And I find 50% of the Asian. Normally there's a line, but I change the setting. So I will do this.
A nájdem si. Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So, Sandra, is it your aha moment?
Yes. I am just surprised how well it works.
And that's how you use Asian range.
Super. I will load it back in.
Yeah, and that's how you just use it for an extra confirmation. If price breaks, especially the low and the high, if price breaks out above the high, it's likely it's going to continue to buy. If it breaks out below, it's likely it's continued to sell.
Oh, I'm translating as well. Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like
no, you're learning and translating. Yeah, go for it.
Can you please repeat it?
So if price, let's say this is New York session, yeah?
Takže
So
dajme tomu
price,
New York.
price is sold back into the Asian range.
Cena predávala späť do tej azijskej burzy.
So you've done the fib from the previous high to the low on the 1 hour time frame.
Takže sme si spravili Fibonacciho na hodinovom grafe od výšky k nížke, tam, kde ešte... OK.
Okay. Stay with me. And you already know that price is on a downtrend overall from the
Takže už vieme, že celkový trend je downtrend.
You're looking for where price could retrace to, which is the golden zone.
OK, a hľadáme, kde by sa mohla cena prísť, retracovať, vrátiť na ten odraz dole.
For it to continue to sell.
Aby naďalej predávala odtiaľ.
Okay. And so when it matches up with 50% of the Asian range, that's another confirmation that is a strong resistance zone.
A keď nám vlastne sa v tom Fibonacci, na tom hodinovom, zároveň objaví zóna 50% azijského trhu predchádzajúceho, tak je to veľké potvrdenie.
Let me see if I can show you one more example of how to
Poďme
use
sa
this.
pozrieť ešte na ďalší príklad.
Okay, this one's a bit more difficult, but stay with me because that's not that. This one was 50% of the Asian range. Let me show you how to use the low here.
Takže poďme sa pozrieť, ako používať nížku azijského.
Okay, so price sold.
Takže cena po azijskom začala predávať.
Okay, so it did this massive sell. You're now looking at in New York session for it to come back to 50%.
So in this case, I see it didn't respect it as support, but it started to respect it as resistance.
Yes.
Okay.
So now the low of Asian, if I put that there and I move this over slightly, you can see it used as resistance.
A vlastne tú nížku azijského začala cena rešpektovať ako rezistenciu, teda nie ako supportu, prerazila ju, ale ako rezistenciu spätne.
That making sense?
Dáva to zmysel? Yes.
So can we use the same strategy in the uptrend by opposite? Yes?
Correct. You can use it in the uptrend as well.
Okay, so
použiť v uptrende. Opačne.
Yes.
Let me show you this. So as I'm showing you, I'm also seeing the question you asked for the uptrend. So as you're doing this fibbing from low to high, okay, on the uptrend, there's the golden zone. And then if we do, so I will make...
Can I have a quick question? What is the golden zone good for? What does it indicate?
Good question. Golden zone is a key area of support or resistance for price to create a new high or a new low.
Okay, I see.
Does that make sense? No,
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a key area of support where price or support or resistance. You understand what those two areas are, yeah?
Yeah, it depends. If it goes up, it's resistance. If it goes down, it's support.
Yeah. So let's say an easier way to understand it. Let's say this is support. That means that it's a floor. That price will find it hard to break below that. It uses it as an area that it will buy from and bounce up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. or if it's a resistance, it will use it as a ceiling and it makes it harder to break above. So it use it to bounce and start selling.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to here. Price, bought, come back to golden zone for London session. But if we look at, okay, it's gonna be hard to see both. So let me just put this here. This is the first. Let's say you were to hit the buy button here. And then you did for New York, you did this. 50%. See if it came back to it. It might not come back to it. So high. 50% is around here. Goes here. So it didn't quite come back to it, but let me see here. 50%.
So you indicated where the highest of Asia is, where the lowest of Asia is, and the middle part, like 50%.
Correct.
And then you stretch the Fibonacci between the highest and lowest, or the other way around.
Or the other way around, yeah. So you're looking for 50%. So a key thing here is it didn't come back to the 50%. However, you'll see once, I'll get rid of this. Once it broke above the Asian high in the New York session, it just continued to buy. It used this, the high as support and bought from there.
So it's perfect for just once you are in a trend to clarify the entry points, right?
Correct.
Yes,
Or
I
continuation.
asked it. It's the same question, because you can exactly see when the price broke the high or low or middle. Yeah, and between, like right in this example. So I can see the small red candle broke. It was the first candle. No, it was like the 1, 2, 3, 4th candle. They broke this Asian high.
Yeah.
So the first red, no, the first green, but also broke the high of the Asian. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6 candles? They broke the high of Asian.
Yeah.
Range. So and my question is, where is the entry for my long? Because I can see, okay, the candle broke, come back, yeah, get all the way down. Okay, I see the very big red candle. So then I can see very big red green candle. After then I can see this the red candle with small body, but the wicks are so long and so big, so there's the rejection from sellers and buyers for the same time. And after that I can see the small green, but the wicks are also long. Yeah. So I see the London and that's come the Asia. That's come the New York. Okay. Aby ste pochopili, ja som teraz Rovanovi v podstate bola vysvetľovať, teda, že vidíme tam zelenú, červenú, veľké telo, malé telo, sviečky, knoty, ale všetky tie sviečky prerazili kvázi Asian high. A pýtam sa teda, kde je ten najlepší vstup pre zadanie toho obchodu do longu. So,
Rowan, can you please show us 4 hour on this one?
The Asian range is it doesn't show up on the 4 hour though.
No, don't worry. We'll see the zone.
Okay. Let me show you.
Oh, we just will not know, right? Where is it?
Yeah. There's so many lines. Let me go back to here. Let me see if I can make the lines different. Which one?
It's 30 minutes, you know?
I think it was 1 hour time frame.
Oh yeah.
It
Okay.
was one, yeah.
Okay. Now which one was it? Back here.
Little bit higher. So
Here. Okay. So it is this zone? Okay.
Yeah.
So if I can put how do I put a box again? This zone. Yeah, and I've got the 4 hour. Should show up. Okay. And you see on the 4 hour, at the high of Asian, the New York used it as support to continue to buy.
So in this case, I just need more to focus on higher time frame candle, because if you go back to the 1 hour candles, there are so many candles that broke about and after them get all the way down. So it will be not the best entry for my long.
The best entry is
when it's retesting, no?
the 50%
It's
of here.
No, it was not retesting, because Sandra to nebol retest, pretože to on prechádzalo hore dolu a jednoducho stále to tam prerážalo tú línu. Takže keby si bola na napríklad 5-minútovom timeframe, tak by si tam teoreticky mohla zadať už pri tej prvej sviečke, ktorá prerazila.
To bola moja otázka, na ktorú som sa nedostala, že na akom dáme, vieš, sa to musí
okay, super, dobre, pardon.
Je veľmi malá.
OK, pardon.
Ne, v pohode, ja len hovorím, že pri 5-minútovke ja by som sa určite nerozhodovala asi. No. So the question is, what Mimi said, you know, what would you suggest then for entrance if so many candles broke above, close above, but yet still got back?
So everything is connected. Okay. This question depends on if you trade at the London session or you trade at New York.
Takže všetko je prepojené. Tá odpoveď závisí od toho, či obchodujeme Londýn alebo New York.
Okay. If you're trading at London, you maybe would have got caught out and that would have been a loss of a trade if you're trading at London, because that was manipulation.
Ak by sme toto obchodovali, konkrétne toto na Londýne, tak pravdepodobne by sme išli do losu. Pretože toto vyzerá manipulácia.
Okay. It needed to pull back to the golden zone before it could continue to buy.
And what is this golden zone of, please?
1 hour fib from this low to high.
Okay. Takže táto sviečka, wasn't it the fourth candle or the fifth candle that what G-Money was saying today? That once every 4 candles, one candle will do a big push down or push up.
Yeah.
That was fantastic today.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I will translate. Takže táto sviečka si potrebovala zájsť až do golden zóny. No, I would still like to check it or mention it, because that was, for me, it was a aha moment today.
Yeah. So for instance, when you see like these 4 candles buying and no sell candle, expect that there's going to be a sell candle. If you see 4 sell candles, expect that there's going to be a big buy candle.
If the 4 candles create 1 4-hour candle.
Yeah, this is the one based on the 1 hour. But if you see it on the 4 hour as well, so let me show you this.
Neviem, kto bol z vás na G-Money, I will explain in meanwhile, že prečo Henta si možno, že spravila ten krok, ale ako odpoveď je mi na to, že je to možné, že to by bol zrovna obchod, ktorý proste by sme zavreli v stop losse.
Okay, and then this is the last
Ale
explanation.
dnes Jimani práve vysvetľoval za mňa super vec, že keď si pozriete hodinový graf, tak 4 sviečky dokopy tvoria jednu 4-hodinovku. Áno, vieme, že treba o 11. sa otvára nová 4-hodinová sviečka. Takže od 11. 4 hodinové sviečky dokopy tvoria 4-hodinovú. A každá, keď sme v trende, tak každá sviečka rada si spraví, dajme tomu, že sme v uptrende. A každá sviečka si rada spraví knot dole zhruba 38 až 50% dĺžky tej predchádzajúcej sviečky. Vnímame sa ešte? Čo hovorím?
Áno, za mňa áno.
Super. Dobre, takže a máme 4 hodinové sviečky, ktoré si spravia ten menší knot dole, väčšina z nich, hej, 38 až 50% a proste si hopkajú hore. A potom príde ďalšia, ktorá spraví obrovský knot. A cez tie 4 sviečky. A to je vlastne tým, že prichádza ďalšia 4-hodinová sviečka, ktorá ale si zase robí retrace 38 až 50% v tom trende, ale tu už to není do 38 až 50% tej hodinovky, ale vlastne tej 4-hodinovky predchádzajúcej. Takže to treba sprejde celé 2 hodinovky. A na hodinovom sa to zdá, že ďalšia hodinová si spravila obrovský knot dole. Dáva zmysel?
Hej, to je to, čo sa hovorí, že v podstate, že keď robí sa retracement a závisí od momentum, ktoré tam je, lebo sa mu niekedy môže stať, že žiadny retracement nepríde. Ale presne to na tej 4-hodinovke to vidíš stále všetky sviečky zelené, ale keď prejdeš na menší time frame, tak povedzme si máš 4 sviečky zelené, potom je jedna červená a znova sú ďalšie 3 sviečky zelené, hej, lebo to je rozdrobené na drobné. A napríklad dneska to bolo krásne vidno v tom buyer momente, ktorý sme dneska videli do obeda. Tam skutočne prišla možno ani nie hodinová, ale polhodinová sviečka červená v celom tom trende a to bol len nejaký maličký retracement, ktorá sa spravila teda väčší tarif, 4 alebo 2.
Super. Díky. Yeah, we just explained what Jimani was mentioning today. Oh.
And it's important to know this. I'm just watching my trades because today is probably my biggest day trading.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm at, it's fluctuating between 10,000 to 12,000 right now.
Super, congratulations. Takže
Congratulations.
On má zatiaľ zarobených 10 až 12 tisíc dneska.
Yes, perfect. And I need to say that yesterday evening we spoke with Barbie and Miro and Dada and Market. So we have like the small group chat.
Mm-hmm.
So and we identified together that on the 2030.
Mm-hmm.
It is new. No, not 30. 13.
Down here.
Yeah, it will make new support. And Barbie and Dada took this place long.
Wow.
Yes, it was just analysis. So and Dada and Barbie took this place. I think it was around 50 or so like that was the entry for the long.
2015?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
If they got in here and how long were they holding it to? What was it up? Where was the take profit?
Oh, just a few pips because yes, we didn't no, but yeah, we know it now. But probably the prediction was the the price can attack 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So they took some few pips, or I don't know, 10, 20, 30 pips, but it's nice. It's 30 pips is very nice. But yeah, if we see now what happened with it from this support, it was incredible.
Can I say something about this zone, Rowan? It's important. Since we talk about it, can I share my screen for a minute?
Yes, go for it. Go for it.
Niečo vám ukážem. Zdieľam? Čakajte.
Ešte nie?
Nezdieľam? Nevadí, aj tak to ešte hľadám. Give me 1 second, please.
Sure.
I need to find the correct layout.
This will be the last thing that we share as well on the call.
Aha. Takže poslednú vec, ktorú si teraz pozdielame. Let me go back to Zoom. Am I sharing now?
Yes.
Áno, vidíme Alza.
Vidíte Alzu, hej, ideme reklamovať.
Už
myšku.
teraz vidíme tvoj graf.
I started to test one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Začala som testovať jednu vec. Toto je dlhodobá línia. Right? Tá modrá, Tyrkisovou mám dlhodobé. A kdekoľvek, kde sa mi dotkne, vidíme, kde to máme? A čak, tu mám. Počkajte, mi to zavadá. Kdekoľvek, kde sa dotkne, čiže v tomto bode, v tomto bode, tam mám akože silné zóny supportov a rezistencií. A skutočne tu môžeme vidieť, že cena, keď si to takto spravíte, je to veľmi jednoduché.
You're on mute, Alexandra.
Počujeme ťa.
Really?
Yeah, you were on
Okay,
mute.
so I was explaining all that just for nothing?
So we heard some of
Fantastic.
it, but yeah, you were on mute by
Next time you can tell me sooner, guys. My voice is run down by the illness, please. Okay, so again. Takže jednu vec.
I'll be back in a second as well. Just need to use a toilet.
Toto je dlhodobý graf. Môžeme to použiť na 4-hodinovom alebo 2-hodinovom. Tam si spravím trendovú líniu. A kdekoľvek, kde sa mi dotkne cena spätne tej trendovej línie a odrazí sa, tak tam si spravím supportu. Tu. A v týchto bodoch, tomto, sa na akože veľmi veľa percent sa to tam odrazí a keby sa to neodrazilo, ale čiže to bola tá 15-ka, Mimi, čo si ty hovorila, počkajte, toto vymažem a zväčšíme to. Tu vlastne sa to dotklo presne tej línie 2014-30, čiže tam, keby som zadala buy, akože som nezadala, pretože som pri tom nebola, A mohla som si tam ale kľudne zadať budúcu objednávku. Toto je niečo, čo dneska som si tak rozmýšľala, že s tým asi začnem viacej pracovať, že na takéto hlavné zóny si zadať asi tie objednávky, lebo ja mám veľakrát stíšený mobil a nepočujem tie alarmy. Takže tu zadať báje v týchto bodoch, kde sa to stretne, buď teda obchod, alebo keby to prerazilo, čo už určite neprerazí, alebo vo väčšine prípadov to neprerazí hneď na nejakých 15-30 minútovkách, v týchto bodoch veľmi pravdepodobne sa to odrazí aspoň na nejakú dobu. Tu sa nám to odrazilo teda veľa, vidíme. A keby sa to časom prerazilo, že by to robilo takéto niečo trebárs, a prerazí sa to, tak toto môžem použiť jak najbližšiu veľkú zónu. Buď take profit, alebo odraz. A potom takisto túto zase. Alebo ideálne zase, keby sa mi spojila supporta tam, kde je trendová línia a aj dotyk zase ceny grafu. No.
Sandri, tu iba jednu vec. Úplne super. Prečo sme tam tak uvažovali, ako samozrejme, tam sa niekoľkokrát odrážalo. Tam to bolo včera krásne vidno. Keď si to rozmieníš na hodinovku, pol hodinovku, tam to krásne vidíš, že tam sa to odráža, asi 4 hodinovky sa tam odražili. Takže to je super, ale včera to momentum bolo tak silné, že sa predpokladalo, že to prerazí a pôjde to až dolu. Že zoberie to ešte jeden, tam ešte jeden knot, ktorý nie je zobratý. Je tam také swingové low ešte jedno. Je možné, že sa to tam ešte prerazí a zoberie to ešte 10. Takže s týmto áno, je to úplne super. Ale samozrejme treba potom tam držať nejaký risk management, aby sa potom nebol príliš vysoký.
To v každom prípade vždy. To v každom prípade vždy, ale hovorím, že toto je niečo, čo som...
Ale analýza super.
Že je veľmi silná. No analýza, ale že to spojenie trendových línií a kdekoľvek sa cena dotkne na veľkom grafe tej trendovky a odrazí sa, tak to si zaznačiť ako zónu support resistance.
Hej, lebo zlato je v dlhodobom uptrende, keď zoberieme tak
To v každom páre a v každom trende, kde je trendová línia a dotkne sa tá cena znovu a znovu ako odraz, tak tam vlastne sú to silné, stáva sa z toho skrátka dobrý pomocník, ako silná support.
Určite súhlasím.
Okidoki, thank you, Mr. Rowan Bond.
My pleasure.
Už vidíme aj Mimi.
As I said before,
I'm finally home, so.
You're finally home. Okay, so we gave you time to get home.
She's a flowery lady with trading mind.
Let me close out my trade.
Okay, I have enough anyway. My head hurts.
Yeah, I think I've had enough
information.
Yeah, it's a lot of information, but the key thing, as I said at the beginning of the call, is to backtest it, but not only backtest it, take the trades yourself when you see it. So backtest and take the trades. That's what's going to give you the confidence to keep taking the trades.
Takže kľúčová vec je to backtestovanie. Backtestovať a potom tradovať na živom účte. To je to, čo vlastne tak je treba.
And then give you the courage that when you see a high confirmation trade, that you use a bigger lot size.
Yes. A potom vlastne mať tú odvahu, že keď zbadáte obchod, kde sa vám spája veľa ako potvrdení, takže tam máte proste tie gule alebo tú proste odvahu ísť s väčšími lotmi.
You see, so to give you an example, the trade I took, which I closed it slightly earlier, that was 10 lots.
Tak, obchod, ktorý som práve skončil, zavrel, bol na 10 lotoch. The 10K trade?
Yeah.
You were trading while you were explaining?
You were in the sell?
Yeah.
You took the... Oh, no. No. You didn't tell nothing.
Yes. We
No,
give
because
you a
that's not the
minus
purpose of this
point.
call.
What?
Yeah, I know.
It's not the purpose of this call. This isn't a live trading call. This is the
Yeah, I know. This was just the first joke. So
Yes,
no,
but we could make a
I'm
few
not worried.
hundred.
I told me before that Friday or not today I will take any trade. So it was my discipline because I had a really busy day. So I just told me in the morning, okay, if I'm not timed, I can take I would take any trade. So no, I'm okay with this. But I saw this sell. I really saw this sell because there is the very big resistance zone, and we took the swing high, and from the swing high we needed go up or down, but the probably because we was overbought on the all-time frame, and there was a really big resistance on the. I think there was a weekly resistance also or monthly. This was really.
I hope you can translate all of this, Mimi.
No.
Okay. After them, I can translate it. Okay, so I saw this sell. So if I will to trade today, I will definitely take the sell from probably 2060 and 2065 and 2068. That was my zones for take the sales from today.
Okay, we no need to translate everything because we're running out of time already.
Yeah.
Iba som povedal, že som videla ten sell, lebo tam bola veľmi silná rezistencia dneska okolo tých od 2065 do 2068. Tam bola dosť silná rezistencia, takže kvôli tomu.
Right now, all price is doing is selling back to retest. Okay. So
What is the retest zone you think?
let me show you.
Ešte teda o tradingu kúsok, že kde si hľadá ten retrace.
So this is actually a good session. So it's retesting the golden zone, which is also at the zone of the trend line that it broke. Okay.
Nice.
But if
Takže sa to vracia, aby sa to odrazilo od tej zlatej zóny, where is also ETN candle, kde je tiež ETN sviečka a je tam tiež tá trendová línia, ktorú prerazilo. Beautiful, that's a pretty strong zone.
Yeah, so this zone is 50%. So it's the golden zone. It's the high of the Asian range. Remember I was saying about how important this zone is? It's not a coincidence that the golden zone is at the high of the Asian range.
Yes, a zase to tu máme, but it's not 50% of the Asian range. Doesn't matter?
No, the key areas of the Asian range is
Okay.
the high, 50 and low.
Okay. Takže ak sa nám v tejto zóne odrazu teraz nachádza a ešte sa nám tam vlastne nachádza aj ten vrch azijskej, pretože to sú tri kľúčové: vrch, stred a spodok azijskej burzy. Takže ten tam máme. So you would do, so you have it as a TP1 as well, I see.
Yeah.
Takže túto zónu mám a zároveň má aj ako take profit 1.
So if you're looking to re-enter a trade, this is not my normal trading time, so do this at your own risk and lower your lot size if you're going to do this, right?
Takže toto nie je náš klasický obchodovací hovor, takže ak to budete obchodovať teraz, tak absolútne na vlastný risk a s menšími lotmi, ale ak by ste chceli znovu vstúpiť do selu, sell or buy?
Buy from this zone here.
So not re-enter sell.
No, not to re-enter sell.
Takže nie vstúpiť znovu do selu, ale v tom retrace si spraviť buy.
You're looking at, let's say, a 3-to-1. Yeah, so around this is what I expect to happen.
Takže toto očakávam, že sa stane.
Potentially all the way back to here.
Potenciálne až sem hore.
Yes, there is the like the ATM candle in the top of the pullback.
Yeah, there is
So
What is there? What is there?
a 50-minute supply BC.
Áno, je tam BCčka. Aha.
alebo to môžeš nazvať, teraz je to, mal by to byť evening star, hej, ešte to, keď pozeráš Elevate, tak niekedy hovoria, že evening star, hej, tam môže byť ešte ako keby morning evening star, ale je piatok, OK, tak treba zvážiť to, že sa blíži víkend.
Ruka hore.
Okay. So, like I said,
Thank you.
lower your risk. If you're going to take this trade, lower your risk. I would say risk 0.25%. If you can make your stop loss a bit bigger, the bottom of this first base rally, but I expect price to come into this zone for the end of this 4-hour candle, and then the next 4-hour candle to buy back and fill some of this imbalance from all the selling.
Takže ako hovorím, nižšie loty, aby ste mali väčší stop loss a očakávam ďalšiu 4-hodinovku, že pôjde hore z tejto zóny.
Yeah, I like that zone.
Tá zóna sa mu páči.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Love you all. I will see you on Flight School tomorrow. I'll see you on Monday on the announcement call for TradeBuddy, and then we will arrange a call for next week to explain how to maximize TradeBuddy.
Takže teším sa na vás zajtra na Flight School, kde sa určite budú robiť oznámenia ohľadom TradeBuddy a budúci týždeň budeme mať hovor, ako ho používať.
And I will be presenting for the company tomorrow at 6 p.m. UK.
Oh, nice. A zajtra robí Rowan prezentáciu pre hostí, pre celý svet v rámci iBoomu. Zajtra o 19. So, is there any information?
I believe they will send out the flyer tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and the presentation is tomorrow?
Yeah, at 6 p.m.
OK.
UK.
Takže
So
zajtra o
7 p.m. your time.
7. robí Rowan prezentáciu pre celý svet.
But if they send it to me earlier, then I'll let you guys know.
OK, perfect. Thank
Okay.
you.
Love you all.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Ciao.
Hello.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao. Hello.